The Sea King HAR3 is a modified search and rescue variant of the Westland Sea King, entering service in 1978 as a replacement for the Westland Whirlwind HR-10. It first saw operation with the RAF in 1982 during the Falklands War and was later manufactured by Westland for the Royal Norwegian Air Force, the Belgian Air Force and the German Navy. So this is Airfix starter set of the Sea King. It's in the colours of Prince William, who flew this particular aircraft. It's a starter set. I've used virtually all the paints that was in it. I couldn't use the black because that was solid, but I've used the yellow, the light grey and the white. So that's a cracking picture of a Sea King. Looks like they're rescuing somebody in probably North Wales. And let's see if the kit goes as well as it hopefully looks on here. So there she is. So join me while I build this kit from Airfix of the Sea King, flown by Prince William. Hello and welcome to my build of this kit from Airfix, a Westland Sea King HAR3. It's a starter set. I got it from West End Models, 20 quid. And it's in yellow, mostly. And it's also flown by Prince William when he was at number 22 Squadron in Anglesey in 2011. So for £20 I think this is quite a bargain because you get all the paints. I'm going to give them a go. You get lots of plastic, I'm not kidding. Okay, welcome to this build of the Airfix 1/72 scale starter set for the Sea King, flown by Prince William from Anglesey. I've removed all the plastic from the bag and taken the paints out, the brushes as well. Don't think I'll be using the brushes. And at the moment I'm cutting out the first few parts in preparation for building the interior. Like here, the nubs need sanding smooth, so you've got a nice smooth surface, no lumps and bumps. So do the preparation, and the kit will go together really well. Here you can see I'm using a Flory Models sander. I have a selection of these sanders that I got in a starter set from them a couple of years ago. They are really good for sanding plastic. If you need sanders, go on his website and have a look. Anyway, so now that's done, I'm getting my micro drills out to drill the holes out of the holes that need drilling. And when I've decided which is the right drill, after that there are some slivers of plastic that need cutting out the deck from the instructions, and using my sharp knife I'll sort that out in a second. As you can see, I'm deciding what to do here. Okay, so that's the holes drilled out, and as I said a little bit earlier, I'm now cutting out the slivers of plastic that need removing from the deck, and this is where you put some chairs in. Okay, moving on. I've already primed up I've already cut out all the parts of the interior. Don't ask me why. I've just done this. I just had to, after that other kit, that EC135, I just had to do something. Anyway, so I've cut all the interior parts. I have cut them all out, tidied them up, and started gluing bits together and primed them, because they want painting in this 64 mostly on the interior. Some are this 85 black, but I've been having a look at some screenshots. Seats, some of the seats are orange. Some of these benches that go along the sides, they're canvas. So I'll be doing that. Also, yeah, just try and do it best I can with what comes to mind. We'll see how we get on with spraying these paints from Umbral that are supposed to be the same stuff that they put in their acrylic pots. Well, we shall see. But I'm going to put this in a Tamiya pot, turn it down with some water and some Surgical Spirit IPA, and see how we get on. Oh yeah, and the rescue cradle, that's going to be, I've been looking on the internet, and that's going to be red. So anyway, let's get on with it. See you shortly. This little Sea King kit from Airfix is going together really well. Everything I painted up. I've done a bit of research. I didn't want to just do what the instructions say, where you just paint it grey and these bits black and that's it. So I've had a look on the internet for pictures of the interior. I've painted these seats a bit of a canvas colour, and then I've created the seat belts with some painted masking tape, thin painted masking tape, and the seats at the back, they've got orange cushions because they are on the actual aircraft, and again with the seats at the front, and they've got orange seats. Probably if it went into the water, you've got the flotations, and they can be seen. There you got this part as well. Done a bit of dry brushing and just a little darker shades on things to make things look used. Yeah, I need to paint that black. So it's like a folded up seat, I think, because that's where the doorway is for the aircraft. On the inside, I've started putting the glass in, and I've got a bit of glue on that one, which I'm very disappointed with myself with. It doesn't look too brilliant on there, does it? And the rescue cradle, I don't know what you'd call that, but again, checked up the internet and it's usually red, so I painted it red and then dry brushed around it to make it look used. But I'm not sure how much of that you'll see when you put the halves together. And these, you can put them together. Well, look like they'll go together pretty well. It's we'll have to see what happens when we get there. But it goes into the fuselage part. Goes in pretty well as it is. As you can see, That's the next bit. I've got some more glass to put in here. Glue that in now. Let it set up, and then we'll glue this in and see how well it goes. There we are. So, yeah, moving on. Okay, I've cut out all the parts from the sprues for the kit that need to be used, and I have put the everything together and glued on what I can, because with all these little bits, even though you're at risk of knocking them off, I always feel it's better to put these little bits on, glue them, and you're gluing plastic to plastic, not having painted. And I'm quite, to be honest, I'm quite surprised how well this has gone together. The canopy is in 3 parts, and that just went together no problem. I've painted the inside of the roof parts clear green. It doesn't say that in the instructions, but I'm sure it would have been clear green in real life. And I've put some foam in the doorway and that doorway, because they're going to be open. So all the other parts are ready for paint. I'm going to now paint the interior colour on the canopy glass. So if you see it looks from the outside, it'd be, you know, the same grey as on the inside. These rotors need to be the grey as well. And as you can see, I've masked up the clear door, and that needs painting grey. I was a little bit disappointed about these steps, where there were 2 ejector pin marks inside the steps, but I've covered them up with some Tamiya, you know, the vinyl tape that goes around the corners, and that's ready for paint as well. So I'm just going to paint them now, all those, and then the next bit I will prime the kit with Vallejo white primer, ready for the yellow. And I don't know if I've said this before, I'm quite surprised how well this Humbrol paint that's come out of the kit, that came with the kit, when I thinned it with surgical spirit and a bit of water, how well this sprayed. So it's going to get sprayed again now. I mixed it all up in this old Tamiya bottle that I've got, and then I'm going to pour it back into the pots while I mix up the yellow. Okay, so I'll do that now. The Humbrol 69 that you get with the kit. As before, I've mixed it in this spare Tamiya jar I have, and let's see, I did 2 ml of water, I think. Just let me get a pipette. Oh no, I did 1.5 ml of water and 1.5 ml of surgical spirit, or I think it's IPA, and I mixed it with the paint into here, and it's now had 3 coats. I think it's had enough now. Yeah, and it's pretty glossy as well. So I need to do some bits that are black and white. So I reckon this time last year I did a, let's see, you know, an Airfix starter set challenge, and this is basically the same, where I'm using all the paints from Airfix virtually. Yeah, I don't think I've used anybody else's paint yet. Oh, well, I've used bits and bats for in the interior. Yeah, I have. Yeah, okay. Because the pot that black that came with the kit was solid, I've got Humbrol's 85, so I'm going to use that for the black bits. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm quite surprised how well this sprayed. This sprayed really well, this yellow. So, if Humbrol are using a different formula for their acrylics, you know, you can tell. Anyway, so I've got some bits to paint up black, which I shall do. I'm going to paint these parts gunmetal. Wheels rubber black. I'll paint them silver, and then start assembling, you know, and then start decaling on the final assembly. So it's not far off being completed now. So moving on. The helicopter's all painted, and I'm in the process of doing all the transfers. These are going on really well, the transfers. After a test, I've done a few panel lines in accent brown. Yeah, and I'm going to use that. Do some more later, but we'll have to, you know, see how it goes. Take the masking off. But I'm quite surprised how good this kit is, to be honest. For a starter set, I've used the kits, what came with the kit, the yellow paint, the grey inside, the white. I couldn't use the black because that was solid, but the rotor's virtually complete. Just need to put that on, but that's the last thing. I've started detailing the rear rotor, and just got bits and bats to do. I've like weathered the steps a little bit with some Vallejo pigments. The door that's going to be put on, it's going to be open when I put it on. Well, that's about it. It's virtually finished, so I'm just going to do some more detailing with the Tamiya panel liner, but that's after I've finished doing the transfers on the rear rotor, because I've only got them left to do now. All the other transfers have been done, and these are cartograph transfers. I'm not sure if it says it on the box. It probably does, but they are excellent, to be fair. They've just sunk into everything. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, this is something I don't do. I see other modellers do it, and it's panel line wash with Tamiya panel liner. Anyway, because I thought I'd give this a go. And it's cool when the colour just shoots up the panel line. And then when I've done all the panels, all the lines, I shall dampen a cotton bud with some thinners and wipe off the dots where, you know, like all these marks here, they will be wiped off. Anyway, so I'll get on with this. When I get to the, you know, rubbing it off, I'll show you. Okay, it's been drying for about 10 minutes now, so cotton bud, and I've put some thinners on, and it's only damp. I've wiped it with some water, and now we shall rub and it takes it off. But also leaves it behind in the panel line. So when I did the other side, you need quite a few cotton buds, to be fair. So it soon gets charged up, you don't want to be wiping it all over the place. Okay, so we're getting to the point where this needs a final coat of varnish, and then all the bits putting back on, all the little bits putting back on, and it'll be complete. So see you shortly. Okay, so there's the helicopter complete. Like I said in the introduction, it's this time last year I did a starter set challenge, BF109, where I only used the paints and the decals and the transfers, I should say, from that kit. And this is virtually the same. I've used the paints and the transfers just from this kit. I have used though some Tamiya gunmetal for around the rotors, and the black that's Humbrol acrylic 85 anyway. That's what came with the kit, but the one in the kit was solid. So all I can say is the aircraft has gone together really well. I can just move the rotor blades, and they move as well. That moves as well. What can I say? It's gone together really well. Oh yeah, I did above where the pilot and the co-pilot sit, I painted that in clear green, if you can see, and that's Tamiya paint as well. Anyway, so there she is. If you want a bit of potted history about it, like it says, it first entered service with the RF in 1982. Westland also built this aircraft for the Royal Norwegian Air Force, the Belgian Air Force and the German Air Navy. In 1992, 6 upgraded HAR3As were ordered. They were fitted with a digital navigation system and improved avionics. The HAR3 would endure as a proficient search and rescue Sea King, providing around-the-clock cover across the UK and Falkland Islands. They are expected to remain in service until 2018. Well, we're past then, and then I don't think they're being flown anymore. And have been flown by the Duke of York and the Duke of Cambridge in operational roles. The standard SAR 4-man crew consists of 2 pilots, a radar and a winch operator, and a winchman paramedic. So there you are. So if you've ever been rescued by one of these, you'll know what they're all about. It's pretty detailed inside as well, so I tried to paint them up as well. Paint that up as well. If you can see the steps, I've weathered them, so a bit of mud from people going inside, and inside as well on here. You can't really see it, but there's lots of seats. The cradle for an injured person is in there as well. And there's the winch. So, if you've got this far, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you would please. And this is Stevie D signing off for this video. And I hope to see you again in the next video. So, until then, if you're a modeller, happy modelling and stay safe. As like I said before, this virus is not going away. Okay, thanks very much. Bye for now.